Hey Soup, Claytano here. I hope everybody's having a good day so far, good week. Uh, so as promised, I'm going to be doing another Summoner's War video today, and to follow last week's video of how to make a Guardian Arena defense, we're gonna go over how to make a Guardian Arena offense. So if you guys don't have a good defense, people always say the best defense is a good offense, right? So let's just get right into it here. Obviously, you aren't going to have the same monsters as me, but it's more of it's more the strategy behind it. And people are always like, well, you gotta have the fastest this, you gotta have the most tanky this, you gotta have the most damage output for this person, and it really doesn't really come down to that. It's more of having 4 monsters that work as one single unit. The more you can kind of learn that as being, one of the main driving points of the game is having these certain monsters that all work together as one. The quicker you'll start to move up. And I found that out the hard way here, is learning that it doesn't have to always be the fastest Zeros, as long as we'll go into that here as well in a little bit, but just to kind of show you where I'm at right now, ranked 51, have a couple defense successes from the same person. Anyway, we're gonna go over the top arena defenses, how I specifically have my team set up so that way I can beat most other teams. Obviously there's things that go wrong, you can't always win every single time, but you want to make sure that you have yourself set up in the best way possible to give yourself the best opportunity to win each arena. So we'll start with, let's start with the runes that I have and my main arena offense team. So this is my Zeros right here, and I just recently re-runed him from more of like a tanky hybrid speed tank Ross. So now he's a full on YOLO Ross, and as you can see, I have him over 2300 attack damage, 90% crit rate, 192% crit damage, full rage blade set. It's really like I didn't care about anything but pure damage output, just because I feel like, I know I've said in a few other videos that the best one is to go defense or tank Ross and put speed on him, but there's really no wrong way to build Zeros. He has so much versatility where you can put Violent on him, you can put Despair on him, you can put Rage on him, you could put, I don't know if I'd put Vampire on him, but you get what I'm saying. There's so many different ways you can build him, and he's just a versatile monster. So I know I've said in the past, go tank Ross. Well, I'm using him a little bit differently now. So to go full YOLO is the best for my situation. And also in my arena offense, I'll be using Galleon, who is basically just kind of tanky. You can see he's got over 24,000 HP, crit rate, crit damage, and accuracy is at 73%. Violent Will. The reason why I put Will on him is because there's a lot of Leo defenses out there. Not a lot, but there's enough where he's my only water monster in my arena offense, so I have him protected from Leo's teams by just throwing some Will runes on him, and that way he can take the hit from Leo, so that way they don't reduce his attack bar, and I can still have him matched up with speed with Zeros, so that way they don't go too far apart. So as you can see, I have 108 plus 7 here, so what's that? 115, and then this I have 114 speed on Zeros. So they're 1 speed off. Now if I had him the exact same speed as well, Galleon would still go first because he's going to get a little bit more boost from my building, my speed totem for that 108 speed, where Zeros isn't going to have as much totem bonus for the 94 speed. So clearly they're both really, really slow, and I've found that's becoming an issue after the rune removal last Saturday. So I may put a little bit more speed on them, but I just wanted them to be super, super close in speed there. And then the next one that I use is Juno, and she's a little situational. I don't use her every single time, but I do use her against Chloe teams if I feel like, you know, I might get lucky with her. She does have 87% accuracy, again pretty tanky, 27,000 HP, and then 121 speed. I couldn't get her speed to be matched as well with them, so I got it as close as possible, and it doesn't really need to be super close. I just, you know, these two are the main ones that need to be really close for the speed. So after that, I need someone to protect them because 3 slow monsters aren't going to get you very far. So I throw Chloe in there, full speed, not the fastest Chloe ever, but 248 speed is good enough. Also, who I throw in the mix is Lucian, and I have him fully self-sufficient, meaning 100% crit rate, so that way he doesn't need a seek buff for that extra crit rate buff. He just has 100% right off the bat, and then he gets the leader skill from Zeros for the extra attack damage. Now he is also slow as well, about 112 speed, so that way he gets the attack buff from Galleon. And basically, if they don't have a Chloe, I switch out Juno for Lucian, and if they're more fire-based teams, I may throw Sigmaris in here as well, which she is, yeah, she's good enough speed as well, so that way she goes, I think she goes actually before Galleon, which kind of upsets me, but we'll see. I'm not very good at math, so we'll see how that works out. But Sigmaris' rage with some nice crit rate and attack damage and all that fun stuff there. So while we do arena, I'm going to refresh for you guys here. So while we do arena though, I'll kind of talk through each one and how, you know, the mindset should be. Obviously I can't beat every single defense that's up here, so let's just start with a new list. Alright, so let's start right here. So right off the bat you see a Chloe, and I don't always like to fight Chloes even though I have a Juno. Her second skill is so just god awful. It's so unreliable, where if you do it, it could miss every single one of them, even with 87% accuracy. With that being said though, most of the Guardian 3, Guardian 2 level teams and up, they're all going to have Chloe. If they don't have Chloe, then they have some sort of a defense booster, and not defense booster, a buff remover from your team, so that way there's really no one set counter. And if you guys did want to see how to build a Guardian arena defense, there's a video that I posted a few days ago. I think it was 5 days ago or something like that, which you can see. I'll post a link in the description and after the video as well, but it'll show you guys how exactly to make a Guardian defense. So let's just try it. Like I said, if I'm going for sure 100% wins, I don't typically fight Chloe teams because Juno is so unreliable. It's not even funny. So with with her not doing her buff, it definitely gives me a huge advantage. And I was hoping that Theomars would go first, but I didn't want to use... see that? What the... That would have been bad if she went... So those two should be dead. So yeah, that's the basic strategy, is to have everybody speed calibrated for your arena offense, just like that. And obviously, you know, Chloe could have used shield twice before my Zeros went, which typically doesn't go very good if she uses her shield before Zeros, but in this case it worked out, and you know, we got lucky there on a win. Let's see what else we got. I don't see, just the Chloe teams, it's not, there's nothing fun about them, they're just there. This is a speed team, they'll outspeed me for sure, because I don't have the fastest Chloe. I can't beat a Bernard with a speed leader as well. In this situation, I may be okay. It's really just based on how fast that Bernard is and if he uses his skill or not. So we'll try it though. And I don't know if you guys saw, but I did bring Lucian with me. Okay, so my Chloe was faster than his Bernard, so that gives me the upper hand already. And then with these three being so slow, typically if Chloe uses her her shield first, they'll move twice before these three go after. So even then it'll still be okay, but the only time that it does not work is when Chloe doesn't use her shield the first time, my Juno doesn't hit a stun with her Despair, and then Chloe uses this shield on a second turn because for whatever reason she feels like she wants to use the shield on the second turn, not the first turn, because the AI is too strong sometimes. But as you can see, the arena offense is pretty efficient for these guys. Obviously, not everybody can make a team like this, but you want to kind of build your way up to it. You want to find something that's 4 units together. They all have a purpose. There's too many monsters out there to be having just one random monster in there with no purpose at all, because it's just at the level of Guardian 2 Plus or even Guardian 1 Plus, it's really difficult to beat teams if you're going to be, you know, fighting you know, basically handicapped. If you don't have a monster that's going to be serving a purpose, you're fighting handicapped. And Forest Knight here, he had a defense that I was able to beat like every single time, and now he threw Praha on there, and it's kind of making me nervous, because if Praha uses her shield, her little cute little thing there, that's not gonna be good. So I'm not gonna fight him. But I did, when he had his other defense up, I'm not sure why he didn't use Praha, because Praha is like one of the best units right now to have. It was just an easy win, and I fought him every single time I saw him, unfortunately. Sorry, buddy. But I'm not going to fight a Praha, not with this setup. It's not something that it would be smart for me to attack. And that's another thing about arena offense. Don't just attack everybody just to attack everybody. You need to have a strategy going into each fight, and if you don't have a lot of monsters, like I don't have a lot of monsters, pick your battles wisely, because if you're getting down to the wire where it's like you know, rush hour and you're trying to rank up, and if you lose one attack, that could be the difference between hitting Guardian 2, hitting Conqueror 1 if you're just trying to break into to Conqueror 1. That one lost arena offense could be the difference between actually making it there or not. So pick your battles wisely, know your monsters, know which teams you can beat, and if you need to take a couple risks here and there, that's fine. Just understand that if things go wrong, what's going to happen, where's it going to put you, where's it going to leave you, and just keep that in mind. For this team here though, I think I should be able to beat it because he has such a fast speed leader and Chloe. I believe Chloe's going to be a lot faster than my team, which she'll go twice before I'll go once, and all of his other monsters should go twice as well. So here we go again. This is about the worst situation that could possibly happen. Because now she's gonna use her oh, she didn't use her shield again. So I got lucky again on that one. But I don't know what's up with these Chloes not using their shields. It's kind of making me nervous. But I mean, as you can see, Zeros is just so powerful. He just wiped out the entire team. I didn't need to have any other attackers, just because that's how strong he is right now, and the way he's ruined with his damage. It scales so nicely, and he's just really slow, and it's so not good. So look at this defense though. Let's talk about this one for a second. Chloe plus Juno, and then these two here. So Chloe's gonna shield, and if I were to try to remove that shield with Juno, then Juno is gonna have a heal up and remove all of her buffs. Now, if Juno is faster than Galleon or Zeros, then that's fine, because she'll remove all the buffs. Then I'll put what's his name on? Then I'll put Galleon and then go. But teams like this, it's not exactly smart for my setup to attack. So I'm gonna move on to the next one. Again, same Chloe Juno pairing there. Tiana is gonna remove all my buffs with Leo there. And probably not want to fight this one. Leo's gonna go, he's gonna attack him, and then I think my Chloe will go, and then I think she's gonna go right after. So she's gonna go, and then these two are gonna go. That's again, that's not a fight that I want to put myself in that situation, so let's skip that one. I mean, this is just a stall team. There's not really much damage at all to this, and I think I would be able to beat it eventually, even if Juno doesn't remove all the buffs correctly the first time. We'll see. Again, what the fuck? Why is she not? Oh my god. Okay, so you see how that happens? I don't know why Chloe has never been using her shield on the first turn, which just doesn't really happen very often. But I should have saved her thing. I think I'll be okay. we'll see how much damage they do. Okay, so that's enough for me to be okay to do this now. I think if I get rid of Burmos and Chloe, then I'll be okay. Well, I didn't get rid of either of them. And she healed up both. Yeah, I think this is a loss. Like I said, I don't know why Chloe hasn't been using her shield first on any of the battles, like literally any of them. But if that happens, then it's not something that I can win. I kind of want to try it again though. No, just with that Chloe, man, that's why I need my Zeros and my Galleon to be just a little bit faster to avoid having Chloe go twice between each turn, because I'll tell you what, that's happened more than once, and it's definitely not fun. Let's try this. I think Bernard's going to be faster, but we'll see. Yeah. So with Bernard being faster, I'd still take the gamble to actually fight them, just because Bernard doesn't have the best AI, that he's probably going to use his body slam more often than not. And I should still be okay. Alright, let's see who else we can find. Forest Knight again. Kuma. I don't want to fight a single person. Well, let's fight him. Let's do that. I think, I don't know, if I lose to a single Praha, well, I don't think I can lose to a single Praha. Nah. So I just did that to get my arena rank up a little bit more, so we can see different people. So here's another speed team. I've seen Orions that are faster than my Chloe. And if that's the case, this could easily beat my defense, and if they're up around G3 rank, I guarantee that with having a speed leader, they are gonna be faster than my Chloe. Let's see who else we got though. So we have Cletus here. And I think I'm going to be okay. I don't think these guys are going to have more speed than my Chloe will. Unless he's got some, I don't know, unless he's got something I don't know underneath his sleeve, which, who knows. So he was faster. But thankfully, he didn't use his buff skill. Oh. That sucked. Watching this. Oh, okay. So yeah, that wasn't too crazy. I see that guy in the channel that I go to every now and then. Senza. Wonder if Senza still has a speed team. Yeah, he does, which I can't beat that. Without having will runes, I used to have will runes on all of my monsters, but I took them all off. So without having them on there anymore, I don't think I can beat these guys. Did I just click on Senza again? What's wrong, babe? So this team here, I mean, there's a couple of things, like, looking at this defense, you might not think that there's a lot that could go wrong. But there actually is. If Bella seizes either of these two, or even this one, it could go south pretty quickly. But with having Veramos faster than Bella, Bella's gonna seize after Veramos has a stun, so not too much threat with that. Yeah, not too much threat with that defense really at all. I don't recommend building something like that if you're trying to move up in ranks. Let's see who else. Forest Knight, why is he on my list every single time? That guy. I don't want to fight his Praha. So anyway, while we're kind of looking for another team to fight, basically, like I said, you guys want your monsters to work as one single group. You don't want them to be like here, there, just, oh, hey, I heard that Perna's good on offense, or I heard that Perna is good here, I heard that, you know, this monster's good on offense, I heard that this monster's good on offense. Then they just put them all together and say, hey, they're all supposed to be really good, they're all nat 5s. Why aren't they working? Why aren't I leveling up? Well, it's okay to use some nat 4s. It's okay to use, you know, even nat 3s or 2s, or, you know, as long as they have the skill base to help your other monsters out, then it's okay. Like, they don't have to be all super rare monsters. And I know a lot of people get into that mindset where, oh, it's a natural 5-star monster, it must be better than, you know, the other monster that I'm using here that's a natural 3-star monster. Well, that's not always the case, and once you figure out the mechanics, the actual mechanics to the game, you'll kind of start to realize that, you know, the star of the monster doesn't really mean much of anything. Why was Juno so much faster than everybody else? I didn't get that. Did you see how, like, her speed was way faster than this person and these two others? That was crazy. Wind Monkey Kings kind of scare me sometimes. But I brought Juno with me on this match just because I know that without having the defense break from Galleon on the other team, my Zeros doesn't do much damage, so I thought I'd bring that person with me. Just so that way I don't have the, oh, here's Cat Fetus. Huh. What do you think? Should we fight him? I don't know if you guys, I was streaming the other day on Twitch, yesterday actually, and I was saying, oh, I'm gonna find Scat Fetus because he was in my Twitch watching, and I didn't get there unfortunately before I had to go, but here he is now, and the only way that this would go wrong is if Juno used her second skill, and I'm hoping that she won't, but I just want to fight him just because it's Scat Fetus. Oh no. Oh no. So she did use it. Huh. This is gonna be close, I think. No, I think I won. Yeah. I think he has... Oh wow, yeah, so I was gonna say, his Zeros didn't use Fiery Breath. As you saw, he used the Rain of Fire instead, which kind of, you know, he would have won if he used Fiery Breath. But that's the joys of having a defense. It's based on artificial intelligence, so no matter what defense you put up there, it's still a chance that it'll lose to a noob like me. Should we farm him down? Like, why is he sitting at 2,300? Why is he so much higher than everybody else? This guy's in my guild. If his defense wants to load. Which it doesn't. So, not too much of a threat here, obviously. He's got the Chloe again. Which, if I miss Chloe with my Juno, then things could go bad, but let's see, let's do it. Hopefully Chloe uses her shield. And she did, that's good. I would much rather he use her shield than use it after my Juno has already gone. And I need to land it on Zeratu. Oh, I landed on everybody. And I land a defense break on everybody. And let's go with you. Wow, he has a really squishy Vanessa. I didn't realize that. Much squishier than I thought. Oh. Huh. So I think I kind of got to be careful here. I don't got to be careful, but with Huadam, yeah, that's his name. Don't laugh. But with Huadam, I mean, you can't take them for granted. It's still something that can kind of come back to haunt you. So typically when there's only a couple monsters left, I just auto. But in this case, I don't think I should. See, this isn't good. They're too fast. Alright. So like I said, that guy's in my guild, but not too bad there. I am out of arena points though, so just thought I'd kind of show you guys some strategies behind this guy, man. This stupid guy, he's been fighting me all day long. Whatever. Anyway, just thought I'd show you guys some strategies on arena offense. Obviously mine is not very easily obtainable, so if you do have any questions based on this kind of setup where you want to do something where it removes the buffs, then you kind of do your maybe if you have double illusions, if you want to do it that way. There's a whole bunch of different things you can do with this setup with having Chloe. First, not everybody has Chloe either. I didn't for the longest time, but if you do have Chloe, you can kind of do something like this. The main advice or the main tips: stay away from teams that you don't think you can win. Don't count on RNG to help you out. It's not always going to work in your favor, and more times than not you're going to get really frustrated and think, how come, you know, that person's monster always uses this skill? Even on arena defense, they still use the skills that they need to use, but then when it comes to my defense, I feel like it never uses the skill that it needs to do. Don't count on that, because if you go into the fight thinking that, you know, every single mob is gonna use each skill that they need to use, then you can either not fight that person or bring a different team that's going to be able to counter it a little bit better. So that's the best advice right there. Also make sure that everybody's speed calibrated to the other three monsters, because as you can see, like, I am not the best player. I don't have the best runes, I don't have the best monsters. I only have, like, let's see, 6 or 5, 10, 15, 20, and I just 6-starred Spectra. So I have 22 6-star monsters. I don't even rune half of them though. Like one's not runed. This one, I guess I just ruined it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of my 22 monsters, 22 6-star monsters, aren't even ruined. And even with that happening though, I'm still able to beat you know, rank 1 in the arena. So it's not just about monsters, it's not just about having, you know, all the 6 stars, all the, you know, best monsters possible. It's really just making sure that all 4 of them combined are going to, you know, give you the best output and be the most efficient and be the least counterable. And you can plan for things to go wrong. Maybe have a couple different interchangeable monsters like I have. You know, Juno, I have her. If they don't have Chloe, I have a Lucian that's set up to specifically match all my other monsters that are in my arena offense, so they can be switched out interchangeably. I have my Sigmars as well. I didn't get a chance to show you guys that at all, but they're all interchangeable and they all work together. And if you guys can get to that point, the rest of it's really just finding runes that are able to make it so that way they're all calibrated together like that. But that's about it for today. If you guys do have any questions though, I'm always open to answering those if you want to leave a comment for me. Also, if this helped, you can always subscribe. I do stream every now and then as well, so don't forget to follow me on Twitch. And other than that, guys, hopefully this helped. Like I said, I am trying to post a few more Summer's War videos. But other than that, stay soupy. And if you're a new subscriber, I haven't gave a shout out to my new subscribers yet, so I just want to say welcome to the soup. Thank you for not being a potato, and you guys have a great rest of your day, okay? Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. If you want to see my previous video, click on the link. Also, the links for my Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter will be in the description. And if you prescribe, I'll send you a t-shirt when I hit 5,000 subs. As always, stay soupy and don't be a potato.